My first question is, what is the difference between the constructive criticism and negative criticism?
Great question. Constructive criticism is feedback that's aimed at helping someone improve. It's usually specific, focused on behavior or actions, and delivered in a respectful way. The goal is to help the person grow or succeed. Negative criticism, on the other hand, often just points out flaws or shortcomings without offering solutions. It can feel personal, harsh, or unhelpful, and doesn't provide a path for improvement. So, criticism builds people up. Negative criticism just tears them down.
Okay, my next question is, how do you usually feel when someone criticizes you?
It's natural to feel a bit defensive or uncomfortable at first when someone criticizes you. But the key is to take a step back and think about the intention behind the criticism. If it's meant to help you improve, it can actually feel motivating once you process it. But if it's purely negative, it can feel discouraging. The trick is to stay open-minded, focus on what's helpful, and not take it personally. That way, you can grow from the feedback.
Okay, my next question is, why is it important to listen to feedback with an open mind?
Listening to feedback with an open mind is important because it helps you learn and grow. If you're too closed off, you might miss valuable insights that can help you improve your skills, relationships, or performance. Feedback, even if it's tough to hear, can give you a new perspective or highlight areas you might not notice yourself. Being open-minded also shows others that you value their input, which builds trust and stronger connections. In the end, it's all about continuous improvement and growth.
My next question is, how can criticism help you improve your skill?
Criticism, when it's thoughtful and specific, helps you see things you might not notice on your own. It points out areas where you can improve and gives you a clearer understanding of what you could do better. For example, if you're working on public speaking and someone gives you feedback on your pacing or clarity, you can adjust and practice to get better. Over time, that kind of constructive criticism sharpens your abilities and helps you reach your full potential. It's like having a coach who guides you to become better at whatever you're doing.
My next question is, what is the best way to respond to criticism without feeling hurt?
A good way to respond to criticism without feeling hurt is to pause and take a deep breath before reacting. Remind yourself that the feedback is about your work or behavior, not about who you are as a person. Then, listen carefully and ask questions if you need clarification. Focusing on the useful parts of the feedback helps you stay objective. Finally, thank the person for their input, even if you don't fully agree. That shows you're open to learning and keeps the conversation positive.
Okay, my next question is, how do you identify if the criticism is valid or not?
To identify if criticism is valid, first consider the source. Is the person experienced or knowledgeable about the area they're commenting on? Also, think about the specifics. Valid criticism usually comes with clear examples or actionable suggestions. If it's vague or overly harsh without details, it might not be valid. Finally, check if the feedback aligns with goals you're working toward. If it's helping you improve in that direction, it's likely valid and worth considering.
My next question is, what steps can you take to turn criticism into an opportunity for growth?
Turning criticism into growth starts with a few steps. First, listen carefully and reflect on the feedback. Next, ask clarifying questions if you need more details. Then, take some time to analyze what you can improve based on that feedback. Once you've identified areas for improvement, create an action plan to work on those skills or behaviors. Finally, track your progress and be patient with yourself as you grow. Over time, this process helps you turn constructive feedback into real growth opportunities.
Okay, my next question is how can self-confidence protect you from negative criticism?
Self-confidence acts like a buffer against negative criticism. When you believe in your abilities and self-worth, you're less likely to take harsh or unhelpful criticism personally. Instead, you can view it more objectively and focus on what, if anything, you can learn from it. Confidence also helps you stay resilient, so even if the criticism stings, it doesn't shake your overall belief in yourself. That makes it easier to bounce back, stay motivated, and keep growing.
My next question is how do successful people use criticism to become better?
Successful people often view criticism as a tool for improvement. They listen carefully to feedback, even if it's tough, and focus on the parts that can help them improve. They separate their emotions from the feedback so they can objectively analyze what's useful. Then, they take action by adjusting their approach or refining their skills. Over time, this mindset helps them continuously grow, stay adaptable, and achieve even greater success. They see criticism not as a setback, but as a stepping stone to becoming better.
Okay. My last question is how can giving criticism respectfully teach us to accept it better?
When we learn to give criticism in a respectful and constructive way, we become more empathetic. This helps us understand the value of thoughtful feedback and makes us more open to receiving it ourselves. By focusing on kindness and solutions when giving feedback, we create a positive environment where everyone feels safe to grow. That makes it easier to accept criticism from others because we understand it's meant to help, not harm. In the end, giving feedback with respect teaches us to see criticism as a gift, and that mindset helps us grow more easily.
You give me very informative information and useful for me. I am very thankful to you. Thank you so much and bye.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Take care and goodbye.